I'm a third-generation residential school survivor. Both of my grandparents were forced to attend residential schools at a very young age. They were stripped of their culture, their language, their youth, and their identity. They didn't know who they were. And unfortunately, this lack of who they were really transcended into the relationships that they had with their children, and it had a lasting effect for many. I know the struggles that Indigenous people feel are real. Everything that I do at BDC is to help Indigenous entrepreneurs and Indigenous people succeed. I strive to turn the needle of change 1 degree a day. Some days it's challenging and there's struggles, but what keeps me going is my aunties and my cousins and these Indigenous entrepreneurs that aren't necessarily treated fairly. Some of the things I think BDC is doing in the right direction is that leadership is really listening to our Indigenous employees and really listening to what their needs are as an employee. We have a lot of training for our employees. So we have unconscious bias, anti-racism, Indigenous cultural awareness training. We ended up moving from 8 account managers that dealt solely with our Indigenous entrepreneurs, and we now have over 200 champions at BDC that are willing and able and ready to help all diverse entrepreneurs. So that includes our Indigenous entrepreneurs. We know there's 3 main barriers for Indigenous entrepreneurs, and the first one is access to capital. And our hope is that through the Indigenous Growth Fund that we're able to remove or decrease that barrier for Indigenous entrepreneurs. We've changed our recruitment, the way that we hire and that we post. Instead of just saying you can work from your home, we say you can work for your community or your settlement. So it's a lot more inclusive for our First Nations and Inuit, and also Métis people that are looking to work at BDC. I'm proud of the work that BDC has done to date, but I know that this isn't where we're going to stop. We need to keep going, we need to keep pushing, and we need to keep changing and reimagining the way that we do things. If we really want to have truth and reconciliation at BDC, we need to be doing more.